Crow, a Sunny ban, again, 100% ban rate across the board, followed by a Hank pick, and a Val ban, followed by Rogue Val pickup. So we're starting to see a lot of Rogue Val coming forward.
Which is interesting because personally, I'd been doubting her viability against good monsters because of her lack of ability to handle burst. So it's going to be interesting to, keep seeing how they're working with her. Maybe I'm wrong on it. Maybe people are going to be able to do some great plays with her. It's just curious to kind of see here.
And it'll be interesting to see what they do differently to try and vary it up. With the Meteor Goliath and you're going against a Rogue Val, like, you're going to have that mobility, so there's no Tranks, so you don't need to worry about that because of the ban, and you also don't have to worry about Sunny. The only problem is you're dealing with a Hank who does really well against Meteor Goliath because he does have a lower and burst damage, so the Hank shields are going to be able to recharge in between, so you're not necessarily forced to run capacity. You could run recharge reload, which will make it a lot more effective in regards to your healing. So that's something we might see as well. We'll probably see damage reduction, which will come through, and it'll play a big factor with that burn damage as well.
Yes.
We'll probably see a few people running DR.
Yeah. No, it's funny. You never saw people taking DR a while back, but I think people are realizing that it has a lot of potential right now.
Yeah, and DR is one of those things, like, it's starting to become more and more effective because just that little bit of survivability is making the difference between, living and dying.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times as a monster, I'll be beating on somebody and they get away with that sliver of health all because of DR.
Yeah. So we are going into the game now. So we are set. We are looking at the first game of Dildozers versus JSMS. The score is currently 0-0. And in case you missed something between, when we started and now, with me, of course, is Super Bad Juju, who's also one of the Patreon donators, but he gets to be on stream with us because of his good looks, charm, and his knowledge in Evolve.
Ooh, baby. I appreciate the invite, man. I really do. Usually I stream today, but I'm glad they dropped that, come over here and do this.
Happy to have you on board. So we are looking at it.
Half my audience is here anyway, so it makes sense.
You stream while this is going on. It's like, 3 viewers. All right, something's going on.
Yep.
You switch over.
Exactly.
It's like, well, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I've gotten in the habit of just putting a multi-Twitch up. Like, if I'm streaming while Evolve Game's streaming, it's like, all right, here's a multi-Twitch. Watch us both.
Yeah, so you're looking at that, like, I don't know. Like, viewers, like, they kind of just flock everywhere. It's just like, yeah. Ball up here. And for those of you that are, chilling out during the week, make sure to check out some of those weekly streamers, the ones that don't stream on weekends, but they stream purely on weekdays. Like, I don't know how many people I've met this week just by being more active, watching streams. Like, I do my best to try and watch them on occasion, but I've started just, like, hanging out. Like, I've met some cool people. Like, one of them is Red the Monster, I think her name is.
Oh, it's a her. Never mind. I thought you were thinking of... Well, one streamer that I've been enjoying watching is Redor, R-E-D-O-R. Actually, no, that's their subreddit name. Their stream name's Prototype. And
Prowltle type or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, very very relaxed, chill person. But if you want to see someone prove that Gorgon can do some work, watch them. They are very good with the Gorgon.
And, like, there's been a lot of people that I've met, and it's all really nice to see what they've been able to do, and we're just nice to see a lot of those weekly people, they all stream, they all have fun, and most of them actually know each other, and they kind of hang out and bounce games off each other. The Xbox community is, well known for this, because they'll just be like, hey, these 3 people are streaming all in different games. Oh, let's get them all in one game and go, right?
Yep,
and
absolutely.
they do that really well. And I think the PC scene could learn a thing or two from the Xbox scene and how well they connect, so I'm trying to drive you guys hang out with each other, play games with each other.
Yeah, I'm always playing, and I'm gonna butcher the name. I always called him VRAC, but it's not. It's like Vrash.
Yeah,
Vrac,
yeah.
Frack, yeah.
I always say Frack. I don't know.
Yeah. We play together sometimes, but one thing I'll say, Evolve is really fun to stream. If anybody ever wants to get into Evolve streaming and you're not sure where to start, feel free to hit me up. I'll gladly help you get working and get you streaming.
Yeah, and everyone will help you out. We'll get you set up, get every games going, and you know what? I throw out hosts all during the week, and I see you do it as well. And it's just like, hey, we're online, or if we're not online and we notice someone else is online, we'll throw hosts so you guys can start seeing it. So following our channels, that way you'll be able to see that. And also checking, if you're bored, you're checking on what to watch, you might as well just watch a channel. No worries. So yeah, we are going into the game now. Let's try this again. We had to do a quick restart there. Just little name reasons, that way people's names matched up and looked all pretty. So yeah, we'll be back. We're going in right now. We are on orbital drill. So we look at this map. We look at the Meteor Goliath pick, which is going to have long-distance leap smashes as a possibility. The mobility on this map's insane if you look at Meteor Goliath.
Oh yeah, he's got the ups. He's got the ups.
He's got the hoops.
The ups.
Oh.
Nah, Meteor Goliath can cover distance like crazy, though. I mean, he's one of those monsters that even with, good hunters that with good jetpack management, I think he can shake them.
Yeah, and you're also going against a Rogue Val, Hank, with a Crow. So Crow is not that good. He's not the best at it. He can still do it, but he's not the best at, chasing and slowing down on the chase. He has the stasis gun, but that's incredibly hard to aim and and it's actually a rather slow projectile when you're on the chase.
Yes.
Gobi, and it's one of those things you have to play down and play perfectly, and going against a Meteor Goliath, that's very difficult to do.
Yeah, you don't really pick Crow for the CC most of the time. You pick him for the ability to know where the monster is and to chip away at that health. It works when it hits, but it definitely takes some finesse, especially long-range hits with it.
Yeah, and it's just something that just makes a bit of a difference here. We look at it, and it's just coming through, and all this mobility, all these here, hunter compositions are just showing the variety. And we're going to see how they play.
Yeah, for sure. And
good luck, have fun.
I think that Rogue Val is a good pick against Meteor Goliath because she's able to handle that burn damage that he applies to everybody.
Yeah, so looking at right at the start, we'll take a look at the skill build. We have a 1 leap, 1 fire breath, 1 charge. So mobility with farming, balance between both worlds. But if we look at it, he is going pure mobility on this map. He does have move speed as his perk choice, which means he's going to be flying fast. He's basically creating flame because he's running so fast.
And he's not even stopping for the mammoth bird snacks up there. It looks like he's just going to try and go deep to get the edge so that he's able to cross over and get involved if he has enough food on the way down.
Yeah, and he's going to want to make sure he doesn't trigger these birds right here because he wants to be able to go past, and never mind to that plan.
Oh, loud and proud, baby, loud and proud.
All right, and perk choice on hunters, just so we can look at those quick. Before combat starts, we have DR being chosen, which is, of course, damage reduction by 10% on both Shenanigans and Glitchful. Puggums is choosing mobility, which means that he's going to be able to try and keep up with the enemy. And Dylan Fry is, of course, going jetpack recharge, which means he's not only going to be able to dodge effectively, but he's also going to be able to block effectively, which is a key thing because of that extra jetpack. He'll be able to get in position and block for his teammates. And here comes the dome right now. We have the first one of the game.
Absolutely, and looks like he might have a little bit of a loop possible. Let's see. Denied.
Yeah,
denied
a little bit right there. We are looking at right now, we have leaf smashes being used. We have the first dome coming in at a minute 15, which is a completely different pace from what we saw last game. He is able to mitigate, though, and he's able to just run around these little corners. He's just checking the position of the dome, trying to keep himself in this corner, forces the toxic grenade, and then moves out. He's going to be able to leap across. He's going to go all the way up. He does actually step on the little balls there. He's just going to go from corner to corner.
Stage 1, Meteor Goliath. I think Meteor Goliath doesn't take damage unless he wants to.
Pretty much. He's got such a high armor pool that he can survive and just mitigate stage 1.
Mobility and everything. And looks like he's coming in here to tussle, though, taking advantage of this situation to get that sneak attack in.
There we go. Actually going in for the stealth pass. Does get glitchful. Burns through a lot of the shield of Shenanigans, but ultimately he's just buying time for his next evasion, which is what's coming through. Dome is now released. Puggums is on pursuit, and he's just going to be trying to get as much distance as possible, finish up his vault meter, and stage up.
I love that tail. Look at that tail.
Can I zoom in? No, I can't zoom in on it. Dang.
It's just such a cool design.
Let's see if I can do it. Maybe? Nah. Almost. Can't quite get it. Just a little bit short.
It's like a flipper almost.
Pretty much is. It's just I'm just picturing a beaver tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of slams the ground, just like.
Yep.
So we are seeing some stealth right now. He's going to try and get a little bit of distance, but let's see where these hunters are located. We're seeing Gobi being thrown, does actually get the outline, which means that the hunters are going to be right in pursuit. Puggums right now is in a great position to cut him as soon as the hunter team, aka his teammates, are able to get some damage on him, poke on him. He'll be able to throw out Gobi, give them a sight line, and then he'll be able to get the dome when deanimate's looking to evolve.
I got a lot of respect for Puggums as a trapper. I've played against him quite a few times, and he just knows his positioning. He'll never, chase a monster up against a wall and put him in a situation where he's going to get juked easily.
Oh, that capture, though. Caught him right on
Denied.
the edge. Oh, you're going to run this way? Not anymore. Puggums is on the case. Going right in through, and they are able to get a second Stage 1 dome, and he doesn't have full armor this time, so they're probably going to be able to break through. Deanimate is looking to mitigate, though, and he is getting revealed by Gobi. He's at 2.5 bars. Just getting chipped away. Dylan Fry's looking to get into the middle of the map to stopping him from eating. Shenanigans is right there guarding the food.
It looks like Puggums has been sneaking a couple of them charge shots in there, trying to chip away at the health.
Yeah, and they're just kind of shooting away all that armor, just getting through that damage. Choosing not to do the charge shots anymore because he knows they're going to be able to just chip through it. So he wants to get through that armor as soon as possible. Here comes the charge, though, knocking Shenanigans a little bit off, but doesn't quite knock him off the top rock. King of the Hill denied.
It's always a great situation when you're up top with Goliath and you're able to kind of charge them off the rock, but it's always a bummer when it does not happen.
Oh, Shenanigans got to dangle himself in front of him, too. But he is down to about half HP. Slowly getting melted. Mini lightsabers being launched and all. Looking to get to the highest point, and then he'll be leaping forward. Here he goes, getting distance. That reversal was definitely cash money as he's going all the way forward. More of these laser shots going in the rear. Trying to get all the way through. Poison dart being thrown. Just going to get as much chip damage as possible as they're going through it. Even shot yet again with the laser cutter, and he's just going to be trying to get his stage 2 because he does have it ready. He's down to 1.5 bars, which means that he's lost 3.5 bars already. And here comes the evolve.
You saw him breaking corners back there, trying to avoid those trank darts that were coming through, or poison darts. That's a ballsy evolve right there, but at the same time, do it while the dome's down, because that should be back up soon. It is.
So we're looking at this, and it's just like he got a stage 2, was able to evolve, and just to bring up that skill build for you again, he is going 3 leap with 1 point in rock throw. So he's looking to leap in and use the rock for a little bit of sustained damage. He's using the leap because it does have the largest AoE and the largest distance used to gain. So that's definitely something to keep in mind there, how he's playing that. Puggums, however, is already looping back, so he's going to be able to lock down, deanimate, just trying to make sure he doesn't cross right through the middle of the map to get that additional food.
See that positioning I'm talking about? Puggums knows his positioning.
He's always on point, too. And he's just like, okay, you guys go in and do your thing. I'll just be back here.
Yep.
I'm going to grab a coffee, maybe go to Timmy's, which, if you're not Canadian, that's like their coffee place.
Timmy Ho-Ho's.
Yeah.
We had one around here in Rhode Island, but closed down.
They opened them in the States.
Yep, we have a couple.
And then they did the roll up the rim, and people went crazy. Filling up arenas just for people to roll up cups.
Yeah. It looks like I think we're going to be seeing a dome as soon as he gets past this pillar here.
Are we going to see it? Is it getting thrown? There it is. Does he catch
Yep.
it? Yep, right on the edge. Puggum's coming through. Clutch domes yet again.
Trying to snack up, get a little bit more armor before that engagement. He's going to need it.
So we're going through. We're seeing more of the chip damage. Minigun being used. Puggums, however, showing his location, and deanimate wants out. Rock being picked up. Does get quickly dodged by Puggums, and he's going to be on the high ground. Poison being used. And Rock comes down and hits Dylan Fry right in the face. Oh, man. Pay money to see that again.
Must come down.
Laws of gravity going against Dylan Fry right there.
Some next level rock throw plays.
Oh, man, he's just mitigating at this point. He does know that he's low on armor and he's low on health. He wants to use everything he can. He is through to health damage at this point. He needs to get through this dome. Almost done, though, as right now it is up. Going to be looking at a timer coming down. Only a couple seconds remaining. Getting more of these shots coming in. Laser cutters coming in. Chipping through the last bar of health. Trying to get through as much as possible. Deanimate looking to get out as we're just seeing him leap into this wall. And he's just trying to survive through here. Just trying to mitigate and survive is the game right now.
He knew that dome was coming down. Made that jump, but a little too early.
Yep. Just went back and got a quick armor so that way he's able to, jump right through this hunter team and take no more health damage unless it's a charge shot, which is all you can do at this point. But he's trying to minimize exactly how much health damage he takes going forward, as he's going to be leaping right over Puggums in just a moment.
Absolutely. No matter which way he goes out of here, they're going to be lighting him up. And honestly, Hank is a terror with that laser cutter.
Shenanigans is definitely calling shenanigans on himself for this, because he's throwing out that laser cutter and just tons of damage being thrown forward. Leaf Smash going in right past Puggums yet again. We're seeing that stasis gun earning its value as he's just slowing it down. And this is what I mean when, Crow is very poor in the chase, because at this range, Crow can't do much in regards to the chase and slowing him down.
Crow's going to be able to narc him out with Gobi, but besides that, he's going to be able to keep his mobility.